Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatre Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Janmadyasya yatonvayadidaratashcha अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिषिभ्यो अत्र्यादि ऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यावतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो दशदिक्पालकेभ्यो नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। श्री आदिशंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिवराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातो अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवतदर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतकङ्कणबद्ध समस्तसाधकभक्तसेवकोपासकानां दिव्यशक्तीनां समस्तसम्पदानां साधनानां अनुकूलतानाम अवाप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर सर्वरूप शत्रु समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा विघ्न निवारण द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृते संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय सिद्ध्यर्थम नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजय सिद्ध्यर्थम विश्वशांति कल्याण एकदा प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशम द्वादश स्कन्धानां पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ दशमस्कन्धः। Having saluted the Lord and all Rishi Muni Guru Devatas and Bhagavatacharyas, now we continue studying our Dashamaskandham, 47th chapter, last few thoughts of Bhagavan Krishna's advice to Gopikas, the Jnana Upadesha. Then their comments to Uddhavji and all. Uddhavji himself feels so much blessed to be spending some months in Vrindavana, always talking about Krishna only and learning so many things from the Gopikas, simplicity and devotion. Coming back and reporting all this to Krishna. This is the story of this 47th chapter remaining in the Purvardham. And a minute or two pausing, and what we have to see is why we are studying all the Shastras. See, first of all, stop doing negative to anything, anybody in the world, which certainly gives dukkha. That's called a papa. Papa nivritti we have to do. Then we have to do the dharma nirvahana for the sake of clearing the sin of the, or not allowing the sin of the omission to come. Wherever, whenever required, possible, keep doing punya for future safety. But all in all this is Maya. What is truth is God only. Where we have to reach is God only. And that is only through the Shravanadi. First, we accept the presence of Lord. Second, we understand what He is and where is He. And third, we will be trained and told how to reach to that Bhagavan. The problem with Bhagavan is, it's not actually his problem, but right now, he is not as obvious as the objects of the world. That seeing the objects, as quickly we believe them, we trust them, we get tempted by them, we involve in them, we enjoy them. So directly Bhagavan is not catchable. But here one problem also you can see, even though objects of the world are so quick, equally quick are their perishability. Is it not? Quickly destroys. Bhagavan is not so. Though he is very sublime and subtle, and yet once we gain him, you understand, through bhakti and jnana, he is permanent with us. And he sorts out all the problems, issues. Secondly, if not the objects, we are with the people. Is it not? In this world, without mutual give and take, a sort of attachment so quickly are made. And that type of quick attachment with the Lord won't happen. It is a long earned devotion to Him. You know, even the devotion also given by Him after a lot of trials and tests He puts to us, like driving test, पूरा करा के हमको सर्टिफिकेट देते, anything so. Then only Bhagavan makes us bhakta. So with the people, we have this type of easy relation, easy give and take thing. Therefore, compared to that, devoting to Bhagavan who is not seen appears to be difficult. That is the only reason thing. And yet, we are human beings. We have the ability to purushartha. Because of the just now said problems, it is not that nobody is therefore spiritual, nobody is therefore devotional. ऐसा तो नहीं है. From the beginning of creation, so many individuals who are also like our own life, with all the inner and outer problem, difficulties, attractions, repulsions, slowly embarked on spiritual path. Continuously they walked and they reached. When they reached, everybody can reach. When everybody can reach, I can also reach. I can also reach is the first sentence, then I must reach is the second sentence. And for that, what I have to do? Start doing. Slowly, slowly, without stop, as we are doing our everyday study of Shastras, little of Upasanas, little of Prarthana, little of Japa. They are not as great as that of Prahlada or this Nachiketa or this great Shravana Kumara or Dhruva, ऐसे गोपिकास नारद हमारा उतना महान कंप्लीट डिवोटेड भक्ति नहीं होगा because we have asanas, we have under the sway of Prakriti, we are. All these things are not gone away from us because that extensive yoga sadhanas, the Viveka Vairagya, we are just gaining. हम सब शुरू में हैं. Therefore, we will not be at that peak level like them. But one day we have to reach. That is the goal. The moment we are born on the earth, that goal should be remembered. And toward that only goal we have to keep in mind and try to reach. As a part of that only, all other our activities to maintain body, maintain relations, maintain all the things, only for maintaining our life so that we can keep on walking toward that ultimate goal of reaching Bhagavan. So this as early as possible, we have to catch in our heart, and then even though the Lord and His experience are not immediate, but everybody who tried, they got it, will also get. So too, the Vedantic Jnanam of the Tattva appears to be very difficult for the Kali Yuga people. Yet we try bit by bit. But luckily, all Yuga famous and Kali Yuga famous, Bhagavad Bhakti to anyway we have, hold on to Him. Let the outer paristhitish should not distract our manasthiti from the God. Neither the raga nor the dvesha, neither the sukha nor the dukkha of the world should overpower us that we are not doing our regular Bhagavad Smarana, Bhagavad Chintana, Bhagavad Upasana. That few hours of time you have to reserve and spare. Else, we get lost in that flooding flow of worldliness of raga, dvesha and sukha dukkha. That's what samsara. The one who gets lost in that is called as moha grasta, deluded. And if he doesn't know all that, then he is an ajnani. So we are now informed. Therefore, we are theoretical jnani. Therefore, we should not be deluded. Thus, should not be totally lost in these four things of outer worldly sukha dukkha and outer worldly raga desha to such extent that we are not sparing any efforts, any time in our Bhagavad Smarana, Shravana, Kirtana, ityadi. So this is how to keep all these things in our heart intact, to keep on informing about all these things, that we are studying our Shastras every day. There are two things. In Kali Yuga, able to study Shastra itself is an Ashcharya. But even if it is studied for such a long time, yet the things doesn't enter into our heart quickly, that is also Ashcharya because we are in Kali Yuga. याद करना भूलना मत कभी भी. The Yuga Dharma influences us and our own Prakriti influences us. It is the case with every great Bhakta, every Sadhaka. They have negotiated, went on moving. We also. Our spiritual life is like the traveling in Bangalore, Delhi roads on peak hours. towards your office. Not a smooth ride like a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the midnight. ना, सुबह 8 से 11 तक देखो, शाम को 6 से 8 बजे तक क्या जमाजम जाम एवरीवेयर, चक्का जाम. And in countries like China also, 5 minutes लाल बत्ती लगती है. You can see some 10,000 cars and two-wheelers standing on the line. Somewhere in between that fellow. But the whole traffic keeps on getting cleared, moving. He reaches his house. In the same way, our life in Kali Yuga, all the three lives of our profession and earning, lives of our maintaining our relation with the people and all, and third life of our spirituality. All the three are not easy, tough, but we have to make it easy with our guts, with our inner abilities or decisions. कि मैं करके रखूंगा. The moment you decide and start doing and make a habit of it, then that initial problem of laziness, initial problem of inertia, initial problem of initiative, that goes away. Then the art of continuing. The more we continue, the more it becomes a habit. The more it's a habit, it's more natural. That stage we have to gain. Like now coming to class is natural. Even some difficulties are there. If you negotiate and continue coming, then that difficult period goes away, again smooth. Like in any traffic. थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी होगा, उसको आप पार करो, अगेन अच्छा राइड है, अगेन और लाल बत्ती लगेगा और कोई स्पीड ब्रेकर, वहां रुकना होता है, अगेन मूव ऑन. लाइफ इज लाइक दैट. Okay, let's play the game. This is a game of life. You have to keep on playing. Now Gopikas also, they played with Krishna beautiful. Now Krishna is gone. They are in Viraha. So whether Gopikas are in Viraha, whether Prahlada is in problems put by his father, whether Nachiketa had to go to Yamaraj, whether anybody in the world so fallen in any problem, any difficulty, finally to them, the solution is the Purna Sharanagata Yukta Bhakti to God as well as Tattva Jnanam. Is it not? Now Gopikas have Bhakti Sharanagati, but that little became emotional. Therefore, little bit of that Viraha Dukkha they had. Bhagavan only had to send Uddhavji and tell, yeah, you are having love towards me, with that you have conquered all your attachment with your body and people around, Sarvadhanan Parityaja, Mamakam Sadhata ho gaya. But now the next stage for you is know the Tattva Jnanam. Abide in that. Then even the small trace of the dukkha also will not be there because of viraha. Their dukkha is not because of their health is not good or food is not gained or people at home are troubling. ये संसार नहीं है गोपिकाओं को. That all they cross by their relentless devotion to Krishna in their hearts while doing the outer duties. Okay? Now that devotion itself has become a little of attachment. Bhagavan gives Tattva Jnana. Now they are free, liberated birds in their own heart, in the recognition of their own self as Lord Krishna, their own self Lord Krishna as Parabrahma, while living in the very body, while doing the things. So they understood the position of outer dharma and their limitation. Position of the body, ityadi, their limitation. And inside they discovered their identity, that pure, true Atma Tattva. And that itself is Krishna. Therefore, they are neither away from Brahma Tattva, nor from Krishna Tattva, nor from Atma Tattva, nor they have any ego there, nor their own any vasanas or desires to send them into samsara. A Gopika means this state of inner experience. That happened to the last touches of the Lord when he sent Uddhavji to give them his knowledge, Tattva Jnana. So yesterday we have seen that more than half of it. In fact, in one round we have done. Topic being important, we thought of browsing through it again. In that second browsing also, half of it we saw. So Bhagavan's message to Gopikas was, I am identified with the self which is beyond all upadis in every being. Therefore, I never miss myself or any jivas, including you. Therefore, name viyoga asti. That self in me is what Bhagavan said here, कि आत्मन्येव आत्मनात्मानं सुजे हन्मि अनुपालये आत्ममायानुभावेन भूतेन्द्रिय गुणात्मना. So I am the one pure self who with my own Maya Shakti I do the Srushti Sthiti Laya. For us what is one? The Lord is the one with his Maya Shakti does the Srushti Sthiti Laya. To that Lord we are only instruments. We have to just be surrendered, devoted to Him. This is in Taittiriya Upanishad. Whether you call this as Vijnanamaya Kosha, surrendering to Mahat Brahma, or you study our Yoga Darshana Shastra, where we are talked about Pranidhana to Ishvara and the Ishvara Lakshanas are explained. Now, after that, in one shloka, Atatattvacharana, again in two shlokas, the need of controlling the mind's projections. In the next two shlokas, Bhagavan talks about why he deliberately kept them away. In the last two shlokas, what to do. He taught us. This is how this 9-10 shloka becomes a compact picture of a sadhana. So we'll just chant them. We are not done the chanting today. Then already 2 topics are seen. 1, 2, 3 more topics are there. 5 minutes hum padenge. Then try to remember it all the time. Little our homework of studying Bhagavad Puranam, writing our own notes if possible, or doing little manana chintana. Like regularly, don't we see our serials and destroy our minds? How serious we are in seeing those serials. Or each one is serious in some their cell phone, their WhatsApp, their status. Each one is very busy about their own children, grandchildren. Everyone know how to be serious. Continue, but then add in that seriousness, sincerity and regularity, even our study after listening. Data is given here. Here you are not responsible. I am responsible as speaker. So you are only listening. That will help only in getting samacharam. But unless you study and contemplate, you will not have the knowledge owned by you. So what do I have to do? We have to own this bhakti, own this jnanam, and live in that mood always. So that the ajnana janita mohadi raga deshadi don't trouble us at all. They're all maya. They all are like weeds which come when you properly don't plow the land and take care of the land by adding the required weed removing things. Many people around us, why many? Even we were also. Till few months back or years back, maybe got lost in so many things. Slowly we are, by God's grace, maybe coming out of these terrible samsara. Now let us chant. Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuranam Dashama Skandha Purvardaha Saptachatvarimsho Dhyayah Sri Uddhava Uvacha Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhavate Nam Viyogo Me Nahi Sarvatmana Kvachito Yatha Bhutani Bhuteshu खं वायुअग्निर्जलं मही तथाहं च मनः प्राण भूतेन्द्रियगुणाश्रयः आत्मन्येवात्मनात्मानं सृजेहन्वि अनुपालयेत् आत्ममायानुभावेन भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मना आत्मा ज्ञानमयः शुद्धः व्यतिरिक्तो अगुणान्वयः सुषुप्तिस्वप्नजाग्रद्भिः मायावृत्तिभिरीयते येनेन्द्रियार्थान् ध्यायेत मृषा स्वप्नवदुत्थितः तन्निरुन्ध्यादिन्द्रियाणि विनिद्रः प्रत्यपद्यत एतदन्तः समाम्नायः योगः साङ्ख्यं मनीषिणां त्यागस्तपोदमः सत्यं समुद्रान्ता इवापगाः यत्त्वं भवतीनां वै दूरे वर्ते प्रियोदृशां मनसः सन्निकर्षार्थं मदनुध्यानकाम्यया यथा दूरचरे प्रेष्ठे मन आविश्य वर्तते स्त्रीणां च न तथा चेतः सन्निकृष्टेक्षिगोचरे मय्यावेश्य मनः कृत्स्नं विमुक्ता शेषवृत्तियतो अनुस्मरन्त्यो मां नित्यम् अचिरान्मामुपैष्यथ या मया क्रीडता रात्र्याम् अवनेऽस्मिन् व्रज आस्थिताः अलब्धरासाः कल्याण्यः मापुर्मत् वीर्यचिन्तया ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let us slowly go topic by topic. Try to see whether the thought has entered our heart or not. First point, is Bhagavan having this viyoga dukkha towards gopikas? What Bhagavan says, Bhavati naam viyoga mein nahi. Is Bhagavan झूठ बोल रहे हैं to console them? Like I have dukkha, but I don't want to share with you because you also become dukkhi. Then therefore I say, no, I'm fine. Is it like that? Bhagavan says, Sarvatmana. Sarvatmana means by God. God promise. मैं बता भी रहा हूँ और मैं रियली बता रहा हूँ कि किसी भी कारण से नो मीन्स आई हैव एनी वियोगा. Is that means that you what you think is true, that I don't love you, that I have forgotten you? That's what Gopikas always worry. No, 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 no. Not that. I am using my greatest resource or the weapon. That's called Jnanam. What example Bhagavan gave before the Jnanam? Hmm? Are these Panchamahamutas have any viyoga with the objects? See the question, example. How important is this? Are the Panchamahabhusas anyway away from the objects? Cannot be. Because they are the karna, it's a cause, effect. In the same way, you are a Gopika, others are other, everybody human. How they are human being? Because of their own Dehendriya Mana Buddhi. Are these Dehendriya Mana Buddhi independent? No, by them they are Jada. Who is supporting them? The Chaitanya. I am that Chaitanya. With that identified. Therefore, the Chaitanya Atma can never be means the Upadhi Yukta Jiva can never be with Chaitanya Atma. मतलब क्या है, मैं चाहकर भी तुमको छोड़कर नहीं रह सकता, तुम चाहकर भी मेरे को छोड़कर नहीं रह सकते, तुम लोग ऑल गोपिकास, बिकॉज दैट इज मी. तथा अहम च मनः प्राण भूत इंद्रिय गुण आश्रय. आई एम द आश्रय ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम. How can I be without you all? Without you all means wherever you are, I am there. There a very subtle thing is what they that you can't be without me, but I can be without you. That is what he said. Because I am the substratum. Make this jnanam very strong. So which Atma you are talking about? He said, you took me as a child of a Devaki and Nanda Yashoda and I was playing with you all. They were required at that time. I was passing my time and I am always there to protect my bhaktas. I went on doing. But doesn't mean that I am only that child or boy attached to you, attached by you. No, I am this self. Which self? That self, first of all, who by own Maya Shakti created the whole world, maintaining dissolves. Swarup of that self, Bhagavan says in this next shloka, I am that Jnanamaya Atma. I am the Shuddha Atma. I am the Atma Vetirikta to Panchakosha. I am the Atma who is not troubled by any gunas. Let us pause for 2 minutes only, not more than that, on this topic. There is a Dehamaya Atma. I consider myself to be Deha. There is a Jivamaya Atma, where I consider limited to be Upadhis of Anna Prana Mana Adi Koshas. And there is Jnanamaya Atma, pure consciousness. See, always see, in English it is so easy to say, how do you know the world? I am conscious of the world. No, just for the imagination's sake, keep the world away, then what are you? I am consciousness. How simple is that? Only thing is, this conscious me, consciously will have to be realized on within ourselves on the seat of meditation, for which the whole world about which I am conscious of, which is overpowering me, because of which I am not able to know my own conscious self, I have to keep away little bit till I discover I am conscious self. Once you discover, you play with the world which is projected in you only, as said in the earlier shloka. This ज्ञान के अलावा ना कोई भी तादात्म्य के कारण हमको होने वाला दुखों को we cannot avoid. This shloka is a most multi-million dollar valued shloka. And it is not only in Krishna that he is the Jnanamaya Atma, you and I also Shuddha Jnanamaya. See the mind, उस ज्ञानमय आत्म स्वरूप को प्रकट नहीं करने दे रहा और हम उसके तरफ जाना है तो जाने नहीं दे रहा. When it is possible, it creates desires, the mind, and pulls us towards the world. When we want to reject the desires, it creates emotions of duties, emotions of responsibilities. But like, as it is said, yena kena prakarena harihi smartavyaha, by all means, Bhagavan has to be remembered. Exactly opposite, the mind does it what? By all means, don't allow this jiva to focus on his consciousness. क्यों? क्योंकि उसको वहां नुकसान है. It cannot sustain if the jiva discovers itself. Therefore, yena krena prakarena, mind will hold us to everything with all its maya, moha enchantments by taking our attention away from Paramatma. That is what is the next two shlokas we at once only we talked about. That is what we have to conquer. All our study of Shastra, all our sadhanas are only to come out of the clutches of the mind, which is taking us away from the world, Lord, creating the world, making us attached to the world, and making our life to be only that as if. ये कुछ कुछ घरों में आप देखते हो ना, एक बंदा डोमिनेट करता है और सब उनको सुनते सुनते इतने सरेंडर हो जाते हैं कि यू कांट बी इंडिपेंडेंट आफ्टर दैट. नाउ स्लेवरी होती है. सेम इज विथ अस नाउ. We allowed the mind to take possession of our life. Now the mind has become Raja with all its imaginations and all. Now we imagine the life is empty without mind and its worries and all. Its imagination, its projections. कोई दिमाग ही नहीं. That is why in Taittiriya we studied, we have to rise above into the Vijnanamaya kosha level. Jnanamaya. So each of us should think it till the core of the point we reach to. What is said here? I have to discover my Atma, Jnanamaya Atma inside me. Let it take 10,000 lives, doesn't matter. Well, let us start. Without that, as a Jivamaya, Dehamaya, we are in Ayomaya. We are only Papamaya, Mohamaya, and Dukkhamaya only. आपकी मर्जी. देखो, in this world now, every day somebody are the dying. Someday it can be we also. In the same way, in the world, every day somebody or the other coming out of this moha and maya and sitting on the path of realization. Somebody is happening, and that body can be us again. I can a possibility. Every day somebody is coming out of this delusion that the world is real, mind's projections are real, have to live only according to that. कोई गुरु के कृपा से, कोई अपने उपासना के बल से, कोई भगवद ईश्वर कृपा, because study of Shastra, somebody or the other coming out of illusion. Now my life is for Paramatma now. All others only the prarabdha and dharma. Prarabdha I can't avoid, dharma I do carefully. Other than two, the third thing is the mind's projection of desires and attachment. Careful, I don't allow it to come into me. The fourth thing is only to know the truth. Only to be a great devotee of God. That's it. Great is not in the terms of greatness as accepted by people. In true sense of devotion, great devotion. I have to achieve. There are some or the other taking those decisions in life. जीवों का इतनी गति हो रही है ना, बहुत बड़ा है. We are cocooned in our own self and our own 5-6 known people. There are millions of jivas evolving in this world. Millions. In each one of them, time of transformations. Like a traffic only. Somebody just started from office. He is just a first red light only got up. Somebody in between. कोई तो ऑलमोस्ट सारे सिग्नल पार हो गए, बस थोड़ा दूर है घर. कोई तो घर के पोर्टिको तक हाजिर में जा रहा है. कोई गेट भी खुल गया, गाड़ी पार्क भर ली. Somebody went home and sat in sofa and had tea. Other fellow had bath and sat and had food and watching TV now. हर दिन ये चल ही रहा है कि नहीं? Throughout the world. Throughout the world it's going on continuously. Every moment somebody is starting to go into the worldly samsara, somebody is coming back. In the same way, we are also. We can try to be in that mode. And who can tell us all this? Only our Shastra. Who can tell us all this? The Shastra. Only our Acharyas. Where can they tell it? Only in Satsanga. Out of the Satsanga, even that Acharya cannot talk to you these things. He will become normal, like any only inquiring about your welfare and all, like any ordinary pleasantry exchanges. That's why only the Satsanga is a special place. Now, like a barber meets other fellows somewhere, you will not do barbering everywhere. You have to go to a shop for that. Is it not? हर एक प्रोफेशनल का अपना अपना क्लास काम होता है, जगह होता है ना. लेके मैकेनिक स्कूटर, वो शादी में गया, ले निकाल किसका स्कूटर में, वो नहीं करता है. He is went to the marriage to attend it. So too, we'll do all other outer things when we need as per the Lord's. But the Shastra explanation thoroughly, systematically, we can do only in the class. Therefore, class is more important in between you and my relation, and that also only to remind us of God. Therefore, सत्संग नहीं छोड़ना, शास्त्र सुनना नहीं छोड़ना, और हमारे लक्ष्य को बार बार याद करना नहीं छोड़ना, और लक्ष्य के तरफ जाने में कभी नहीं कोई चूक नहीं होना. This is how we have to make ourselves steadfast. That to that extent we can say we are not totally lost in the flood of samsara. Now doesn't mean that पूरा हम उस बाढ़ से बाहर आ गए. पूरा बाढ़ से बाहर आना only when we recognize the self-pity lap. When we become great devotee. You know, they Hindra Mana what they say, only doing Bhagavan's japa, Bhagavan Kirtana, Bhagavan's upasana, पूरा कृष्णमय बना लिया अपना पर्सनैलिटी. That's one way, through devotion. Or in the deep meditation, every moment, every time you are in dhyanam only, in the dhyanam, every time you are able to transcend the koshas, either through each kosha analysis or through the sakshi bhava, again and again going to self. ये कर करके we reach to that. Should it not be an open knowledge to be given to everybody? If that knowledge is given, will that much of Ragadvesha Yukta, Shatrumitra Yukta, Yuddha and Dukkha, which is so much in every individual's bosom and in the totality in the world, can't it be avoided if this knowledge is given in the beginning? At least we having this knowledge, walking on this path, let us save ourselves. And anybody around us, let us tell that only. Spirituality is the only way, beta. मैं प्यार से कह रहा हूँ. ये कोई कंपल्शन नहीं है, तुमको कन्वर्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं हम रिलीजियस कन्वर्शंस. Our Shastras, our Gurus have said, they are doing it. Some of them have reached it. Out of kindness, compassion, they are getting. If there is any other path to come out, they would have told that. Why do you look for an alternative when the best is told? Is another problem to us. The best alternative, best thing is told. Be regular in Shastra Adhayanam, develop your Bhakti Jnana, get Mukti. Best is told. Best, can you tell me other thing? अरे ये सबसे बढ़िया है रे, इसका कोई कीमत भी नहीं है. थोड़ा ईगो साइड पे रखो, थोड़ा टाइम देना शुरू करो, करना शुरू करो, अपने आप ही आसान होता रहता है. The trick is, as long as we don't try, we always are away. The moment we start trying and never give it up, no, it slowly starts becoming easier. Slowly. Remember that. This is the first one is trick of the mind, not allowing us to do. Second is the grace of the God. देख रहे हैं भगवान यार ये कितने मेहनत से मेरे क्लास में आ रहा है, थोड़ा मैं उनको और कन्वीनियंस करा दूं. भगवान helps us. I can experience it. Whenever the test is put for me, then if my mind is weaker for the class, Bhagwan looks at me. You decide, Karo. No, Bhagwan, I want to have class. Therefore, take the strength. Then I am giving you the strength. He gives the strength. Okay. And that is only few moments. Once it's over, again our journey continues. So, Bhagwan is telling us very clearly, Atma Jnanamaya. That is most important thing to understand. And that Jnanamaya Atma is Shuddha. That is one without second. Therefore, there is nothing to bind it. Second is what? Then Vyatariktaha. It is other than all the Panchakoshas. Therefore, in the Panchakoshas, what is what? Vikara is there, Vinashitva is there, Janma Adi are there. Those are not there in Paramatma. That is the meaning of Vyatirikta. Like Sharira is there. Asti Jayate, Vardate, Vipanavate, Avakshete, Vinashyate. These are the gunas. Because of which only at the body level we suffer. In that Atma is not there, Vyatirikta. So too, in the Pranamaya Kosha, the hunger thirst problems are there. In the Shuddha Atma, they are not there. In the Manomaya, Shoka Moha are there. They are not there in the Atma. In the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the Jnana Ajnana concepts are there. They are not there. In Anandamaya Kosha, the Ahankara, full-fledged Ahankara is there. In the Purna Atma also, even that is not there. That is the meaning of Vyatiriktaha. Other than all this. Then Agunanvayaha also important. Shuddha Atma is not touched by the gunas. Moment you fall from the Shuddha Atma Swarupa to the level of Upadhi, immediately the gunas catch. You're in your AC room, very cooling. The moment you come out of that, suddenly that hot summer, hot air, ये सब पकड़ लेते हैं ना आपको. What to do when heavy winds are there? You just go and get blown in the wind, common sense. You close your windows, stay at home carefully. What to do when there are terrible rains and thunderstorms, hailstorms are there? Go and break your head outside. Just stay inside your house and safe. When heavy rains are happening or hot summer, पागल हो कि हम जाके मरने को? Same way, being with Atma is safe. Go out, you are either drenched in rain or flooded in the floods, or you are scorched in the heat, or you are made to shiver because of the cold. Therefore, no need to go out of yourself. Only when some work is there, go out. ये जिसके दिमाग में आ जाता है ना, वो सबसे किस्मत वाला है. What we are doing is, like the children, leaving the secured, safe zone of their own house, going playing in the heat, getting the heat stroke, playing in the cold, getting the cold strokes, playing in the rain and getting rain strokes. Children do that. We also are doing that. जिस दिन हमको पता होता है कि अदर देन डूइंग धर्म, अदर देन डूइंग सम सेवा, अदर देन डूइंग सम पुण्यम, I have only two more things of bhakti and jnana, no other. When you know that, we are safe. Firmness in this knowledge, if it is not there, mind will imagine many works and mind attaches sentimental value to that, then it appears to be real, then we get lost in that. But the problem is what, while evolving in that, unknowingly the vasanas, the variety of the impressions get created inside. Again they push us outside. ये चक्कर चलता रहता है, उसलिए हमको बचना है अपने आप को उनसे. Therefore decide, my life is limited to these 5 things. Doing the duty, doing seva, doing some upasanas, punya karma, doing my bhakti, doing my jnana. Is there anything more clear than this? Doing the dharma में आपके पति पत्नी बच्चे सारा आ गए, but उसमें मत फंसना. Only duty I told you to do. We are told by the Lord to do. After that, remove them from the mind, like the doctors of the operation. They take out all those operation kits. है कि नहीं? हमेशा नहीं है पुलिस वाले वर्दी, घर जाके पुलिस की वर्दी में रहेंगे तो शी विल नॉट लिसन. यू हैव टू कम ऑन टू द नॉर्मल ड्रेस. सो टू wherever we are fulfilling dharma, that time wear the dress of dharma. हो गया तो निकाल दो, become a sadhak. That ability to shift your identity should come. Why do you think that in fulfilling dharma there is love is there? Why do you think that love is not there, joy is not there? No. Like Puja Gurudev, to all his disciples, has love expressed as teaching them, taking care of them. Somebody is scolding also. Is it not be away, fulfill your dharma means in that all good values are included. Prema is included, Kshama is included, taking care is included, Seva is included. कुछ भी मिस नहीं हो रहा जो आप कहते हो सब. बट आई टेल यू प्रॉब्लम इज व्हाट, too much value is given to it. The other than duty, other nonsenses we are doing, that's creating samsara. Finish duty, remaining time do the other duty. That is mamul ordinary dharma. This is his parama dharma. हम परम धर्म नहीं कर रहे हैं, इसलिए एक्चुअल धर्म के बाद अधर्म में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं. धर्म कर दिया, हो गया, तो क्या करना चाहिए? परम धर्म. वी आर नॉट डूइंग इट, देयरफॉर अधर्म वी आर डूइंग. Adharma is in our own mind, creating all the whims, desires and all, running for them. Think again and again, listen these topics till it becomes our original knowledge. Live that knowledge. Okay. So Atma Jnanamayaha Shuddhaha, then Vatiriktaha Agunanvayaha, Sushupti Swapna Jagradbihi Iyate. Means through these 3 avasthas, the presence of Atma is felt. Now, one very powerful thing, I deliberately did not talk on this yesterday, day before, because if I touch it again, is an exhaustive thing. It will go on pulling me to explain so many things. तो उस तरफ नहीं जाएंगे. लिटरल मीनिंग भी थोड़ा काफी है, हम बताते हैं. क्या कहते हैं? सुषुप्ति स्वप्न जागृत भी ईयते. नॉट ओनली दैट, सुषुप्ति स्वप्न जागृत भी मायावृत्ति भी ईयते. These 3 avasthas are only the Maya. माया के 3 गुणों के कारण ये अवस्थाएं हो रहे हैं. In the pure self, neither Maya nor these 3 gunas nor this Jagra Swapna Sushupti. Therefore, in this, the beautiful Atma Jnana is, I am that self, which is though in the beginning found through the medium of the 3 avasthas. Because I am right now living at that level, yet at the ultimate recognition of myself, I am that self in whom Maya is not there. Three gunas are not there. Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti are not there. Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Yukta, Jiva is not there. And to this Jiva, each of the avasthas, that dukkha, that bondages, none of them are not there. I am at the peak, I am at the pedestal of the whole mountain, peak of the mountain, in my own pristine glory as the self. I have nothing to do with this Prakriti, Maya, its three gunas, whatever are happening because of the guna. That's why I said it's a Gambhira topic. It is a bouncer only to all the listeners. I know. Why? Because we have to explain how Maya is working. As Tamo Guna is Dravya, Rajo Guna is the Kriya, and Sattva Guna is the Vyavaharik Jnanam and good qualities. How we are all caught up in the day in and day out. Because of that only these three अवस्थास जागृत में आ गए, थक गए, नींद में गए, और कुछ सपने कुछ जागृत अवस्था में भोग नहीं मिले और उसको वासनाओं के कारण स्वप्न में फिर से प्रोजेक्ट करना. देन उठते हैं स्वप्न से अगेन इन द जागृत अवस्था विद द स्थूल जगत. Other than this, where am I going near the self? This is the meaning of totally lost in Maya. 7th chapter, that 13 or 12 sloka. Tribhir gunabhayaihi bhavaihi evihi sarvamidam jagat mohitam na abhijanati mam ebhyaha param abhyam. The 13th sloka. Then only he says in the 14th, Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya. This Maya, which is gunamayi, which is Daivi, it is mama. You can never cross it because I only superimpose it on you. Mame me prapadyante. When you are doing your prapatti to me, Maya me tam tarantite, you transcend all the Maya of the three guna, three avastha, the bondages in them, everything continuously. And that doing the prapatti is the thing which we were studying in 12th skandha also, here also. Bhakti ityadi. So that one more thing I want to touch today, we have done that also. Now the two topics are left for us, three topics. We spend the time, it consumes a lot. Fir be okay. Let us spend little time more for it and conclude that topic today. Tomorrow we'll straight away enter into what Gopikas say, the story part. एक चीज आज हम खत्म कर देंगे, शायद दूसरा भी, वो वाला भागवत का 12 स्कंद में. तो इसमें सेकंड थर्ड टॉपिक वी हैव टू टच इज, फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज भगवान सेड आई एम नॉट इन वियोगा because I am identifying with my pure self. Second is how this self only creates the whole world through Maya, his own self as an Ishvara. Having said so, Bhagavan explained to us the Atma Swarupa Lakshana. Now, this Maya at our individual level works as the mind. Clear? This mind only needs projection, creates the non-existing samsara. Therefore, any sadhana do you is only to curb the control the mind's vritti atmakata. Mind should be an instrument which should be used by us for whatever the work required. More than that, it should not overpower us. These two slokas are talking about that. We'll just read it. You can see the meaning. He says, Yena indriyarthan dhyayeta vrusha swapnavaduttitaha tannirundyad indriyani vinidraha pratyabhadyata. So, yena tat, that mind by which, just like in the dream world is projected with all the samsara thereof, sukha, dukkha, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, सारे होते हैं सपने में. Nothing is missed in Swapna, like Jagrata, except the Stulata. Now the main point is what? The mind only projected dream. Only projected, not real. But we have gone through it as a real thing. When did we get up? When did we realize that it is not real? When we got up from the dream. The moment we got up the dream, the sukha of the dream, dukkha of the dream, janma of the dream, roga of the dream, marana of the dream, meeting the friends, having good time with them, departing from them, fighting with the people, everything was a big samsara. Really we experienced it. Dream में होता है कि नहीं? Very rare होते हैं जिनको dream नहीं होता. Why don't you get dream? Because I don't sleep. What do? I do the dream in the waking place. Everything is there in Swapna. Panchamahabhuta Srushti is there. Charachara Jivas are there. Ped Paudhe sab hai. Shatrumitra are there. Wife and children are there. And fighting with them is there. Raga. Sab hai wahan. You may visit some pilgrim place also. You may meet some Mahatmas. सब आ रहे हैं सब. But when you wake up, we know the mind's projections, all of them. Is it not? Same in the waking world also. All this which is appearing so real is projecting of the mind. Therefore, stop the projections of the mind. There again, the topic is very difficult and tough and complicated. I have to take the examples of all the Panchadashis or our Vivek Chudamanis and very detailedly I have to explain. It's a huge thing. इसको हम शॉर्टकट में दो बातों में बताते हैं. What is that? One is ईश्वर सृष्टि. The whole jagat is Ishvara Srishti. I am also Ishvara Srishti. The world around me is Ishvara Srishti. In that Ishvara Srishti, what I am to do, Lord told me in the Shastras, Ishvara. Anything other than that is called Jiva Srishti. If I can come out of my own self, Jiva created Srishti, the remaining is over. And how do you do? Don't you shift your station position from your own Jiva Srishti to the Ishvara Srishti. That's isko bhakti कहते हैं. I do not for me, I do for Ishvara. Second, I don't do what I imagine to do, I do what he tells. When I do what he says for him, I am no more in Jiva Srishti. Then I am no more in Samsara. Is it not? Everywhere it is the case, no? I am employed in an office. Whatever the office tells me to do, I do. Where is Jiva Srishti? Jiva Srishti comes when I am lazy. I want to escape the work. I want more money. I fight with the neighbors. I don't listen to the boss. तब जाकर आपका जीवा सृष्टि बन रहा है. और जो ऐसा बना रहा है उसमें जूझेगा. He may do service in that office for 40 years. Every day, कहते हैं ना लड़ाई झगड़ा जो किरकिरी का शब्द कहते हैं ना, goes on every day. So too in the house. You are a husband or wife or parents or children. Ishvara Srishti, then do those responsibilities. हो गया. But do you think we do what is said by Ishvara? कतई नहीं करते. We only do our own Jiva Srishti. And we do that. What is the Jiva Srishti? Thinking the world is for me. What is Ishvara Srishti? Knowing that I am for the world. World is Lord only. इतना ही फर्क है. At the same time, if the other fellow of the family or the office trying to dominate you, you should have the guts to say, भाई इतना हमारा नाश्ता है, वास्ता है, काम करना है, बस. I am not going to become your slave. I will do your duty to you, but that's it. Children, I do my duty to you. I am not going to bound by your emotions, your ego. I can't. I like a doctor. After seeing the patient, if the patient behaves uselessly or not taking medicine, what can the doctor do? I can't help it. It's your life. Every doctor cannot be lost in every patient. You will treat them live. So too, parents get lost in because of the children's their variety of things. ओ इसलिए हम दो बातें कहते हैं. ये क्या है? ऐसा पुण्य कर्म करो कि ऐसे पुत्र मिले जो तुमको जीते जी नरक में नहीं भेजे. Second thing, once you become parent, have all the wisdom how to deal with them. Your responsibility is there to educate them, nurture, nourish them. But more than that, you can't have total right on him because he comes with his own prarabdha. Some things are not in your hands. That is where Shastra comes to help. Otherwise, out of so many children, why my children are only behaving like that? Why only they are failing in business or in the study? Why only they are mixing with the negative people? This suffering you can never avoid. You have to understand only two things. One, are you doing your best to save the child, guide the child, take care of the child? Oh, yeah. Remaining is prarabdha. Just like your father took care of you what he could. But remaining is your prarabdha. He can't involve more than what he can. Is it not? आपके पापा भी उनके भी मन में बहुत आपके प्रति इच्छाएं हुए होंगे. He wanted to make you, है ना, some प्रोफेशनल वगैरह वगैरह. आप उनके बात ही नहीं सुने, अब अपने हिसाब से कर लिए. Million things we have done ना. पापा must have asked you to come and stay with me. No, पापा बाहर सो लेते उधर जाऊंगा. कितने बार we have denied the father's words. Many times. Father, if he's intelligent, he says, बेटा in my understanding तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा होता है, मैं तुमको सजेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, बाकी तुम्हारी मर्जी. He is a wise father. If that way we live, there is samsara. We are creating our own srishti. जो हमारे हाथ में नहीं उसको पकड़ना इस जीव सृष्टि, जो हमारे हाथ में है वो नहीं करना, उसको छोड़ना भी जीव सृष्टि. Understood now? Little bit Ishvara Srishti, like I'm in the class. It is a Ishvara Srishti. Do the class, finish. Beyond this class, anything I talk about you or even this class or its outcome, it is Jiva Srishti. It suffers me. It troubles me. So what I should after this? Do the other work given by the Lord in the Jiva Srishti, Ishvara Srishti. Your sadhana, your upasana, your tattvam, your chintanam, another class. ऐसे हमारे को जीवन जीना है. हो गया? That is why he says, therefore, tad nirundhyat indriyani pratyapadyata. That mana, because of which whole indriyas are projected, the indriya vishayas are projected, that has to be nirundhyat. It should be controlled. How? Vinidra. Without that laziness. This vinidra here is called as apramatta in the Vedantic Upanishad language. This apramatta vinidra is called as two ways in our yoga darshanam. One way it is said as what is it called? Tivra samveganam asana. And before that, tattu, what was the Vairagya said as? Sorry, Abhyasa. Satu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevita. What is said as satkara sevita in explaining Abhyasa? What is said as tivra samveganam asana in Asampragnata yoga? What is said as don't do pramada in the Vedanta is said here as vinidraha. विनिद्रा मीन्स बिना सोए, मतलब निरंतर जागरूकता में रहते हुए अपने मन को अपने सृष्टि बनाने से निरोध करते रहना. हाउ? ओनली डूइंग व्हाट इज सेड, रिमेनिंग इज डूइंग द स्पिरिचुअल साधना. अदरवाइज you will be, though I was with you as Bhagavan, you loved me and all, now your mind is projecting, seeing me physically, and I have gone away from you and left you and angry with me. See, give chance to the mind how many projections are happening. Now the main thought today, now I am not able to go ahead though I wanted to go, sorry. Main thought is what? When I am near you, in my presence, you loved me. But that was not great because I am already there. Even I am physical away, if you can really have same love towards me, then you are true lovers. And true love can never come if you see me physically, as a physical personality. I am the self. That self me is always permanent in me and in you also, and it is afresh always. But as a Krishna, no, I am not like a chubby child all the time. I'll also become 20 saal ka, 30 ka, 40 ka, 50 ka. I'll marry so many people. I'll be having so many children. I have to do so much of work. Seeing every one of them, you will suffer more only if you take me only as Krishna. But if you take me as an Atma, which is never changeable, and that is in you only. Interesting, no? Then you will never miss me. You will never misunderstand me. You will never suffer in you because of you misunderstanding me. Is another thing. I suffer in my life because of you, because I misunderstand you. I suffer in my life because of you, not because you do anything wrong. I misunderstand you. And what is that? I have my own answers. Why should I reveal when I have understood the actual thing? Therefore, आप अपना याद कर लो, समाधान अपने आप को पा लेना. So if I suffer because of anybody, it is not of that body, because of how I have misunderstood that body. And चलो मजा क्यों बात को सिंपल बना ही लेते हैं. If you understand anybody as anybody other than Bhagavan, you have misunderstood. That is enough for creating all raga, dvesha and samsara. Only one right understanding regarding the world is there is no world, everything is God. How everything is God? That is why all Vedanta, all Shastras, they talk about Paramatma is Maya, Shakti, the three gunas from the whole world is projected. इसको 100 बार मनन करो तो ज्ञान दृढ़ हो जाता है, और कुछ 100 बार प्रैक्टिस करो तो अभ्यास दृढ़ हो जाता है. Then you establish in that one. We are coming into this marg. Let us continue. We have not reached. अभी स्टार्ट किया गाड़ी हम, धीरे धीरे हाईवे पे आ रहे हैं. छोड़कर फिर से बाई लेन्स में मत जाना. Again there will be different dangerous animals in the, like when you pass through between two cities. Good road is there, but both sides jungle is there. Keep on moving on the road, you reach destination. थोड़ा जंगल में गए, वो शेर वेर खा लेगा. So to we are in this road of satsanga, shastra and all. Reach the destination Paramatma. थोड़ा क्लास छोड़ दिया, you are into the jungle. Some kama, some krodha, some raga, some dvesha, some laziness, some disinterest. कुछ ना कुछ जानवर पकड़ कर खा लेगा आपको. I was observing last 2-3 days how the whole atmosphere outside is overpowering in the mind. I was very conscious. I was seeing it. What things have to be done, lot of things we manage, but then no class भी छोड़ा नहीं हमने. प्रारब्ध अपना चलता रहता है, हमको अपना साधना नहीं छोड़ना. यही इंपॉर्टेंट, यही टेस्ट. इज इट नॉट? मैक्सिमम कोशिश करना. समटाइम लाख कोशिश करो, नहीं होता है. होना नहीं होना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, कोशिश किया कि नहीं वो important. होनी अपने हाथ में नहीं है. कोशिश. Clear? Tomorrow we'll see the 2 topics. We have touched the mind wala bhi. Abhi, why I kept you away? So that in the mind you become closer to me. Then what sadhanas you have to do? 2 shlokas. Bhagavan will touch it. With that portion will conclude. Then Gopika's response to what Uddhavji taught is very cute and sweet. Now they have the Jnanottara Bhakti. ज्ञान के बाद भी उनका प्रेम इंटैक्ट होता है. Then they express same emotion. Will he come again? Will he give me darshan and all? They say. There's a beautiful things they're all. Revel in these things more and more. May we protect our minds in that way from the identification our own upadhi so that desires grow. Usse bhi bachana hai. And with the people also should not be too much lost as an attachment or aversion. Mahavidvisha. In a dignified manner, living in the life, taking whatever comes as per our prarabdha, but most of the time is dedicated only in study sadhana. Everybody should do like that. And the mind also the world also will not become so chaotic as it is now. Chaotic. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasa Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Sutta Sharanam Mama. Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Sri Narada Sharanam Mama. Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Sri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Sri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam. Pangum Langhayate Girim. Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramanandamatavam. Swarge Satyeja Kailase. Vaikunthe Nastyayam Rasaha. Atapi Bandhu Sadbhagyaha. Mama Munjada Garejada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishyam Vacham Prasuptam. Sanjeevayatyagra Shaktidhara Sadamna. Anyan Shastra Charana Shravanatvagadin. Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuranam Dvadasha Skandaha Avasascha Nirodhascha Yadaschadyavasiyate Sashraya Param Brahma Paramatmeti Shabdyate. Athatrutiyodhyayah. Shri Shukadeva Uvacha. Chant that. Kalau narajan jagatam param gurum Trilokanathanatapada pankajam Rayena martyaha bhagavantamachyutam Yakshyanti pashanda vibhinna chetasaha Yannamadheyam riyamana aturaha Patan skalanva vivasho grunan puman Vimukta karmargana uttamam gatim Prapnoti yakshanti natam kalau janaha Pumsam kalikrutan doshan Dravya deshatma sambhavan सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितोऽध्यातः पूजितश्चाद्रुतो विवा नृणां धुनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुता शुभं यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयम् विद्यातपप्राणनिरोधमैत्री तीर्थाभिषेकव्रतदानजप्यैः नात्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्तं कुरु केशवं प्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं प्रियमाणैरभिध्येयो भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयति अङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्धरिकीर्तनात् कलौ तद्धरिकीर्तनात् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां 12 स्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः. See, after saluting all the Rishi Munu Guru Devatas, Bhagavatacharyas wholeheartedly, doing our Nama Sankirtana, continuing our study of this 12th Skandha also, so beautiful, so simple life is. As we said just now in the Dashama Skandha Adhyanam also, given a freedom, our mind takes us into the world. Without giving the freedom, we have to keep the mind in the Lord. By any means, keeping the mind in the world is destructive. By any and every means, keeping the mind in the Lord is constructive or result oriented. This much, if you can understand, we have understood the essence of all things. The world will call you, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha, aa jao, aa jao, aa jao. The people will call you because they want some useless, somebody for entertainment. You go to the Vishayas if they are required. You go to the people if they are required. Required is what? Doing your dharma, that's it. More than that, वो लोग बुलाते रहते हैं, शैतान बुलाते रहता है, भगवान भी बुलाते रहते हैं. कहाँ जाना है हमको? वहाँ जाना है, जानना है. Whole essence of all shastras studies this only. What is the safety for the child in his immature stage? Only being with parents, na? थोड़ा भी इधर उधर गया तो गुम हो जाएगा. We are children in our evolutionary life. Why? Children are those who have no knowledge. We don't have. So what is the safest place for us? To be with our Lord, to be with our Guru, to be with our Shastra. थोड़ा छोड़ दिए ना, फंस जाते in the worldliness. That is called Kali. Totally leaving the Lord, totally getting lost in the world, in Maya, is called Kali. Totally with the Lord, not even a trace of world is catching me, is called, we are in Shuddha, that Kruta Yugam, Satya Yugam. We can create Satya Yugam in the Kali also for ourselves. We can create Kali for ourselves also in that Satya Yugam. That freedom always is there. सोच लो and कभी-कभी ये भी सोचना पड़ता है. In what type of delusion I am caught up, because of which I am not sincere in my spiritual sadhana, relentless in spiritual sadhana. There are some delusions. The two delusions are what? World is important for me and I am important to the world. The first one easy to come out. World is important for me. थोड़ा विवेक कर लो, वैराग कर लो, हो जाता. But I am important to the world. Without me, that will not happen. This will not happen. This is a very difficult thing. Because to that, the color of duty, which is Shastra only imposing, isn't paint of responsibility, then the decoration of the love, and then a garnishing of the service. These things are added. सारा मिलकर ये रेसिपी ऐसा बनता है ना. I don't need the world, but world needs me. Whether this or that, in both your bewakoof, why we are not doing your sadhana? See, there are two people in. So many thoughts are coming to me. I'm just curtailing all of them. In one case, people make use of us so much, make a gada out of the ullu. The people are none than your own family members around. And you feel so proud of it. You see, they can't live without me. They are not taking a nautanki of you. You never understand it. एक तरह के लोग ऐसे होते हैं. दूसरी तरफ क्या है, people are kicking. People mean children only. Papa, we don't need you. Dadaji, we don't need you. Only when we need you, हम बटन दबाते हैं, like a watchman, you should come. That's what they do. फोन लगाते हैं, इधर से उधर घूमते, उधर से इधर घूमते हैं. At any age of yours, we don't need you for you. We need you for otherwise we don't need you. There, but still हमको लगाव रहता है. One is a pride and ego that I am there for them, and they are using you actually. Other there is frustration. देखो स्वामी जी, मैं इतना बच्चों को करना चाहता हूँ, छोड़ ही रहे, मेरे को बुला ही नहीं. अरे भगवान बुला रहे हैं, उनके पास जाओ. These are the Maya. World cannot be without me. I cannot be without world. Both are nonsense. It should be other way around. God cannot be without me, and I should not be without God. God cannot be without me is our request. He says, who wants you? I have many other jivas. भगवान को हमारी कोई जरूरत नहीं, याद रखना, हमको ही भगवान की जरूरत है. और दुनिया का जितना जरूरत है उतना रखो, पूरा तो यू कांट काटो, बट देन थोड़ा लिमिटेशन चाहिए ना. दैट्स व्हाई थ्रू आउट लाइफ द प्रॉब्लम इज दिस, वी डू एक्सट्रीम्स, बट द लाइफ इज मध्य मार्ग. एक्सट्रीम इज व्हाट, सब छोड़ने वाले कुछ है, सब में फंसने वाले कुछ है. छोड़ना भी नहीं, फंसना भी नहीं, ये मैनेज करने आना है. दैट इज रियल सीक्रेट ऑफ सक्सेस ऑफ लाइफ. That's why that, Gita, Sattvic, Rajasic, all that, not to lose, not to right, just to right. Exactly right should be our life. There, I've seen in many houses that housemaker lady, she makes खाना and puts it on the table. है, मैंने बना दिया, अब तू खा लो, दो लो बर्तन अपना, मैं जा रहा हूँ स्वामी जी के क्लास के लिए, या अपना पाठ पूजा में. There are other stupid women also wait for those useless husband and equally useless as fellows, and they lazy fellow 1 घंटा नहाते हैं, 2 घंटे मेकअप करते हैं, उनके लिए वेट कर रही है. मैं तुम्हारे लिए सेवा नहीं करूं क्या स्वामी जी, बताओ. And she'll serve them, and they eat and throw everything there. She only washes all of them. Life is wasted in that. And they say, मैं इतना बढ़िया घर क्या संभाले, तो बेवकूफ है. And the third extreme is what? Leaving the husband or wife or children for their prarabdha and doing either going to their clubs, kitties, or on the name of sadhana, getting lost in a seeming spirituality external. Another fashion. ये भी गलत है. देखो, it's so obvious in the world. देखो, every human being has 3 stages of life. One stage is fully involving in the life. Second is mediocre. Third is nothing. When full involvement in the world is required, your study time, your career time, your family starting time, that is, you are being with the family itself is sadhana. As children are growing, they are becoming independent. Madhya marga mein, you have to add sadhana. When they grow and become independent, your sadhana alone is your main work. भगवान ऐसे स्टेज सबको देते हैं. Like when you are from the age of 6 up to your age of 40, 45, everyone is busy in your study, your career, your marriage, children bringing up. But from 45 to 55, बच्चे settle हो गए. Then in that 45 to 55 mein, you have to add your sadhana to it. Thereafter they become more independent, more intelligent than you. अपना भी चाबी उनको दे दो, you do your sadhana. That is intelligence. Don't take too much burden on the world or anybody. Nobody is ours finally. Where are your parents? सब छोड़ के जाते हैं. ज़्यादा फंसना भी है किसी में. I know कौन कब क्या है. I want to do my sadhana. If you don't have those strong decisions, that's why Nischayatmika Buddhi is again and again said in all Shastras. We have the Buddhi. We don't have the Nischayatmika Buddhi. Buddhi is bringing us to the class. Buddhi is making us understand what is said. Buddhi is making us accept also. We never deny what is said. But we don't have Nischayatmikata in the Buddhi. Therefore, the फिर भी वाली बात दोबारा आ जाता है. Even then, फिर भी. अब फिर भी करते करते डे खत्म, दिन खत्म हो जाते हैं हमारे. भगवान विल नॉट से इफ यू गो एंड कंप्लेन हिम, मैं तो तुमको कितने मौका ही दी, तुम फिर भी करते, उधर ही फिर रहे थे, फिरने की तो मैं क्या करूं. यू नेवर टर्न दिस साइड. दैट इज काते कांता धनगत चिंता वातुल किम तो नास्ति नियंता. So when Bhagavan says Yogakshema Mahami, please remember in that. Your Kshema is in the Kshema of the children, whatever required, Bhagavan gives that also. Another way is what? You worry about yourself. That's it. Nobody is related to anybody ultimately. In these things we have buddhi, but nischay buddhi nahi hai. Agar nischay bhi hai, to again it is again rudeness. No. See that without rudeness, gently rejecting the world is intelligence. No rudeness required because of misunderstanding Vedanta. Vedanta said to give up everybody, therefore I don't care anyone. This is मूर्खता है. ओके स्वामी जी, चलो मैं भी फंस जाता हूँ आपको छोड़कर, डबल मूर्खता है. अरे क्या करूँ? Softly reject. Pain should not be there to you and them. जो करना है करो, जो जरूरत नहीं इस पे शांत रहो. Spare your time. And in my opinion, there's another best solution. As it is said by Shukadevji in these slokas, be regular in your sadhanas chosen. Automatically the prarabdha, everything keeps going away. No new bondages will come. But usme bhi, till I reach Bhagavan's experience, I will not live. I have full faith in the experience of God. I have full faith that my sadhana given by my Guru and Shastra takes to me. There, I keep on doing. क्योंकि श्रद्धा टूट गया ना, फिर अगेन हम कहते हैं इस सब में वेस्ट है करके फिर संसार में आते. Like I do with faith, till the text is over, I'll not live. That is what is keeping me every day come and do. And big text I am taking because it will take 3-4 years of my life so that I am not distracted into the world. If that faith is not there, in between मैं छोड़ दूँ तो फिर कहीं फंस जाते हैं. Downfall to the worldliness is very fast. Some diseases, they attack all the vital parts of the body. By the time disease is diagnosed, the main parts collapse, died. कोई infections ऐसे होते हैं. The world is an infection. Spiritually, it creates such a problems in very short span of time. 4 दिन पहले गलत खाना खाया और गया पेट में और इधर उधर फैल गया. अब डॉक्टर ने लाख कोशिश की, तब तक ब्लड पूरा हो गया, then dead. Worldly virus is like that. You entered the world, you lost here and there and all. देखते the spiritual person in you dead for that life. Then इधर आने का फिर मुंह नहीं रहता चेहरा. Therefore टीवी देखते, कोई दोस्तों से गप्पे मारते. That is self cheating. In that way, anything doing other than spirituality is self cheating only. But इसमें भी फिर वो लोग, then they make friends, they make group chats, they make all funny nonsense except spirituality. They call all their, the बचपन के दोस्तों को मिलेंगे, कॉलेज के दोस्तों को मिलेंगे. These are all escapisms. A true sadhaka is not involved in them at all. He knows what is his goal, he knows what is his purpose, he knows what sadhana, he will be involved. He will never initiate anyone of them. And people sometimes tell us, oh, जब ये वो शुरू कर रहे हैं तो हंसते हैं हम तो पहले. You are telling a Swami who is teaching you Vedanta that I am caught in this and that. Swami can't say you are doing wrong. Because Swami is not supposed to strongly tell. Because they don't give that freedom. You understand? कहीं भी नहीं फंसना हमको. This is what it is. Now we have seen up to the shloka number 48. Here, Nividyatapa prana nirodha maitri tirthabhisheka vratadana japyaihi na atyanta shuddhim lavate antaratma yatha hrudaste bhagavate. Okay? So the antakarana is ashuddhi. In that only the ego is born, the ragadvesha is born, the papa punya is born, the sukha dukkha is born, the samsara is born. That ashuddhi can be removed only by Bhagavan's Kripa. Bhagavan Bhavayati. Morning we are seeing in the Yoga Darshana class. When we do Pranidhana, Bhagavan does Abhidhyana. भगवान का एक संकल्प काफी है, सारा अंदर का कचरा जाएगा. बट ये अंदर का कचरा जाना है, इस लक्ष्य से हृदय में परमानेंटली भगवान को बिठाना, ये साथ. When you do this, Bhagavan says, it will be purified by me. Shukadevji जी कहते to Parikshit, how much the Lord is in my heart. That decides how much samsara is in my heart. 0 Lord, 100% samsara. 10 Lord, 90 samsara. 80 Lord, 20 samsara. 100 Lord, there is no samsara. वही संसार. मैं हूं ही नहीं, देह इंद्रिय मन बुद्धि सब भगवान के हवाले छोड़ दी मैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य माम एकम शरणम व्रज. और अनन्या चिंतयन्तो माम ये जना परि उपासते नित्याभियुक्तानां तेषाम् अहं योगक्षेमं वहामि. These slokas have to be deeply understood. That's why I quote them very often. Not that I can't quote shlokas of Upanishad and all, relevant, जो important जो आपको पकड़ में आते. Important is this. Okay? Now these 4 shlokas in which Shukadevji, out of so much love, compassion, as if suggesting lovingly to our Parikshit Raja, बेटा तुमको अभी जाने का टाइम आ रहा है ना, by all your efforts possible, keep हृदय में केशव को. And while keeping hridaya in Keshava, when you leave this body, param gatim, you will reach to paragati. You know, that is the real Guru, who never tells that you will get lost in the world in this punya karma and sukha dukha. Who never tells become my disciple and get attached to me. He is the true Guru who says, remember the divine throughout, so that at the time of departure of life, you remember him, then you reach him. And for all of us is the instruction. For all of us, the Guru is Vyasa Bhagavan. Guru is Shukadevji. Guru is our own Guru Parampara. Guru is our own Gurudev. They only are telling. Our meeting every day for so many classes is said to be fruitful only in one case, where more and more time we are only in the thought of the Lord in our heart. Hrudistam Kuru Keshavam. सो इट इज संभव है, इसलिए तो करने को कह रहे हैं और कोशिश करने के टाइम देन सुखदेव जी ब्लेसिंग्स विल बी देयर विद अस along with him all Bhagavad Acharya's blessings. So let us understand these 4 shlokas 2 more days. Tomorrow also I will talk this. Day after also I will talk. Then we enter into Chaturtha Adhyaya. In that all 4 types of pralayam are spoken. 5th chapter, the final again teachings by Shukadev ji in 13 shlokas only to Parikshit ji. In that only Aham Brahma Parandama Brahma Aham Param Padam. This mantra I made you chant not 8 times when we were doing in that original Bhagavad time. In that earlier time. Telugu में वगैरह करवाए थे. Now thereafter 6th chapter Parikshit also goes away. 7th onward Suta Shaunakadi Samvada go on. Remember Suta Shaunak भी नहीं रहते, कोई नहीं रहता. ये लोग पहले वाले physically. Each jiva is evolving. What remains is Shastra as helpful to all of us. Like शाम को 6 से 8 कितने लोग पार्क में रहते हैं, कोई टहल रहे, कोई झूल रहे, कोई पार्क में बेंच में बैठे. रात को 11 बजे कोई नहीं रहता, लोग अपने अपने घर अगेन अगले दिन वो लोग आते. So to Shastras always there, we the jivas are given this to study. Let us use them as springboards to fly high into the divinity. Oh Lord, wherever we have done mistakes in our study and understandings, please forgive us. Please give us the ultimate strongest conviction to do sadhanas to reach you. Be very clear and ambiguous about what exactly the sadhana to be done. Every moment we will be in that, so that your own Maya created mind doesn't trap us in everything. बहुत ट्रैप होते गए. भगवान हमको अभी बचाओ, ट्रैप में गिरने मत दो, किसी भी तरह का ट्रैप में. Other than at your feet, maybe not take a shelter anywhere, maybe not get lost. Even if our prarabdhas are stronger, please manage us to pull us away from any prarabdha and put us only at your feet. And I will also try my best for that. In that way, let us help each other. Let us take help from the Lord and Guru Parampara and grow. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Madhyavadya Ustapada Ustambula Niraj. Om Neelamega Shama Nitya Jagan Mohana Bala Gopala Venugan Navanita Chora Bhaktajana Dhara Paramadaya Vardi Mukti Gita Amruta Data Parama Yogi Shapartha Sarathi Rupa Krishna Saramangala Mohana Tatra Surya Bhadina Chandra Tarakam Nemayati Tuba Tamiyo Tasya Samdash Narayana Vasdeva Manu Om Vyasa Yogindraya Namaskasmai Nirvaya Brahmanome Sarasvastamyo Salamudhat Sri Krishna बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सनातन गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. Thank you friends. Let us spend some 20 minutes in our Adhyatma Ramayana. అబ్బా ఓం